We did not come to Fort Benning because it belongs to them. We came to Fort Benning because it belongs to us. This is the people's property. And we will not rest until the school of the Americas is shut down.
Today, thousands of people have gathered at the gates of Fort Benning, Georgia, to remember and grieve for those who died in Latin America, killed by their own soldiers in their own countries. All protesters who trespass onto the Army base will risk 6 months in jail.
And subject to imprisonment.
We all shook the evil of the SOA, and the walls came a-tumbling down.
Why Fort Benning? That's where the United States Army School of the Americas, SOA, is headquartered. SOA trains soldiers from Latin American countries in counterinsurgency, training that included torture techniques. Who are the insurgents that the school graduates return home to fight? They are the poor, labor organizers, landless peasants, children, human rights advocates, church and healthcare workers, people who seek to reform their oppressive governments. SOA graduates have also raped, tortured, assassinated, massacred entire communities, then disappeared thousands of their own people.
I used to work at Fort Benning, and I was told that I was helping train people who were working and fighting for freedom and democracy in South America. And about 5 years later, I found out the truth from a Haitian, and it really broke my heart, because the country that I would have killed for, I felt betrayed by.
I had come here 18 years ago. I believed that I had been trained as an ethical professional soldier. One of the creed of a paratrooper is to fight fair, and torturing people isn't fighting fair. Murdering priests aren't fighting fair. Killing nuns, that's not fighting fair.
We think it's wrong. We think this is our taxpayers' money. Doing something to kill people is absolutely wrong.
I want to share with you my story. My father, Adrian, kidnapped and disappeared in 1981 by Guatemalan security forces. My daughter, Rosaura, who was 10 years old when Guatemalan security forces kidnapped and disappeared her. This is my daughter, Glenda, who was 9 years old at the moment of her disappearance, and my 18-month-old baby sister, kidnapped and disappeared by Guatemalan security forces.
Sheen!
Veterans for Peace are here to say!
Veterans for Peace are here to say!
We'll help close the SOA!
We'll help close the SOA!
Torture, murder, we say no!
SOA has got to go!
I was a naval officer in World War II. I did not learn democracy in the Navy. Any person who's been in the military knows very, 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 very well that the Army, the military, is not the place to teach democracy.
Well, the Army says, give them guns and democracy, and we'll teach them to be nice and to be kind. But if a few bad apples kill some innocent people, well, at least the guns we gave are working fine. So go and arrest us if you wish to. You should let your conscience be your guide. That's why we say, close the SOA. For the truth cannot be silenced if you try.
Did you come all the way from Santa Fe?
From just north of Dayton, Ohio.
Danbury, Connecticut.
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign.
From the University of San Francisco.
From Falls Church, Virginia.
A New York Mets fan.
I'm a Jewish grandmother for peace.
I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan. My wife is Congresswoman Lynn Rivers from Michigan.
Boston.
Nagasaki.
And raise your hands, and raise your hands high. And don't take a seat, and don't stand aside. I said this time, now don't assume anything, just go.
You gonna cross the line tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm gonna cross. I think I'll make that decision tomorrow.
It is a hard decision. I mean, that's a record that'll carry with me forever.
No, I'm not gonna cross the line this year. I need to graduate from school.
I was actually told by my mom you can't get arrested, and after getting here, the question actually is how can I not get arrested? You know, it's just too important.
We feel the grief and the pain of the people to the south, our relatives, as it says here. We consider them relatives.
I've written letters. That doesn't seem to work. We've got to put our bodies where we believe, you know, is what's right.
If risking my freedom saves someone's life, sure I would do that.
We will be crossing it together, my wife and I, with our students.
I wanted to let you know there have been many questions about the training sessions for nonviolence. You need to attend one of those sessions if you are considering or have already decided to cross the line to risk arrest, possible imprisonment, in order to draw attention to the need to close down the school.
How many people are you expecting?
You ask them. we're on the receiving end. We're not on
Have
the
you made
initiating
any
end.
accommodations for the more people this year?
Oh yeah, we're well prepared to handle them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, is this too much coke?
They might take it away from you.
On behalf of the SOA Watch, we say welcome, bienvenido. We started here at this site on the first anniversary of our Jesuit brothers who were killed, massacred by graduates of this School of the Americas. And the young mother and her 15-year-old daughter, Selena, massacred at the university in El Salvador. And we came to call to mind the 4 church women who were raped and killed by graduates of this school. And the many in El Mozote, the hundreds, over 900 killed there. And we remembered Archbishop Oscar Romero and all the other sisters and brothers there throughout Central and Latin America. That first anniversary on this site, we had 25 people. And I'm happy to say that today, we have over 7,000 gathered here. And crossing this white line, entering Fort Benning, calling for the closing of this school today, will be well over 1,200.
I'm here now because I cannot not be here and call myself a conscientious citizen.
This cross represents Ava, who was killed by graduates of the School of the Americas. From El Salvador.
What's a human being that was killed by one of the graduates of the school?
does that make you feel?
Beyond words.
We now begin the solemn funeral procession onto Fort Benning.
Oscar Romero, presente. Jorge Matias Jeronimo, age 30. Presente. Isabella Gaspar, age 5. Presente. Andres Vasquez, age 60. Presente. Magdalena Vargas, age 50. Presente. Marcelino Matias, age 40. Presente.
Don't let them get away with it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, Your Honor violated the proclamation that was read to you this morning.
Yes, sir.
And as a result, let's place you off.
Clear a hole this way. Clear a hole. Please stand, please. Thank you.
We marched with Martin Luther King in Louisville, Kentucky.
Good for you.
And his brother, A.D. Williams King, was there too.
How you doing? My name's John Latimer. I'm the Chief of Staff of Fort Benning. We're going to issue a letter when you get off here by our legal assistants. And what that letter will essentially say is you violated federal law, you trespassed on federal property. Have a nice day. Don't come back to Fort Benning. Okay?
The buses with the protesters were driven off the Army base to a park, a 2-mile walk from the demonstration.
They just dumped
This
us
is a
here.
copy of the letter that they gave us, and this is all that's all that they plan on doing.
They couldn't handle us. They couldn't handle us.
Easiest campaign of your career?
Yeah.
It was the largest act of civil disobedience in the United States since the Vietnam War.
Never before did we expect this number. We were hoping for 1,000. We got 2,319. I now give you Martin Sheen.
Thank you. You all know what I do for a living, but this is what I do to stay alive. This is what nourishes me, inspires me, makes me human. There was a 10-year-old girl arrested with us this day, Bernadette O'Neill.
I crossed the line today because there's people being terrorized
at the SOA can learn how to shoot guns and kill each other for no reason. I believed that that was very wrong, so I decided to go ahead with my dad, my friend Gail Paris, and cross the line.
And next year, bring your friends, bring your loved ones, bring your children. We are going to keep coming and coming until this school of assassins is shut down.
Last night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed that we had closed the SOA, and all the death and intimidation was no longer being paid for in my name. So go and arrest us if you wish to, but you should let your conscience be your guide. That's why we say, close the SOA! For the truth cannot be silenced if you try. For the truth cannot be silenced if you try.